Hey everyone, Paul Cuttajar here with AI Web Voice Canada, Lifestyle 55 Plus Network. Once again, doing another demo for a downsizing real estate brokerage company called Gordon's. I've got this installed right now. You can probably see on the screen right at the top left. As we get started, any visitor coming to the site is going to have the option of actually engaging or not engaging with the AI Web Voice, which is cool. That's part of the permission-based piece. And just before I go ahead and get into this, I just want to let Gordon's know and everybody else that's watching, we are not in the backside of the website. We don't have access to the back end. This is strictly our demo overlay feature. It allows us to do demos of various websites without actually getting into the content or back end information. Once you become a client with us, of course, we create the specific coding and the snippet that will then be added to the website, and then the AI agent is able to get in there and see everything that you have on the website, and then we can decide whether we want to show certain parts or not certain parts, and we can also give it those instructions or those prompts on how to act and react with visitors coming to the site. So it's really best just for us to get right into this. I'm going to ask Brian. So I've named this AI Brian. We can name it anything. There's different voices, different personalities, etc. Um, yeah, so Brian's sitting there waiting. I'm just going to go ahead and give permission, and let's see if we can get things started here.
Hi, I'm here to help you learn about Gordon's downsizing and estate services. What can I help you with?
Hey, how are you today?
Doing great, thanks for asking. Good to hear from you again, Shay. So last time you were looking into options for a family member's transition. How's that going? And is there anything specific I can help you with today?
Awesome. So, Brian, I'm just going to put you on hold while I talk to the folks that I'm doing a demo for, and then I'll come back to you. Is that all right?
Of course, take your time. I'll be right here whenever you're ready.
Awesome. So, I have been to this website before. So, Brian does recognize me as coming back. So, I've already had a conversation in the pre-setup. But that's a great feature for anybody coming to the site. Having experienced the site and having that conversation, trying to figure out where to go within the site and the content, and if they decide that they're not ready or motivated enough to contact Gordon's at the time, and they come back to the site, the AI Brian is going to remember them and then continue that conversation from there. Okay. So Brian, I'm going to just give you some information. My name is Paul. I actually own the AI Web Voice Canada program, which is you. And I've got the folks from Gordon's watching this as a demo. So moving forward, why don't you address me as Paul, and let's start as if it's a brand new visitor coming to the website.
Perfect, Paul. Great to meet you and thanks for the context. So let's do this right. Welcome to Gordon's Downsizing and Estate Services. I'm Brian, your virtual assistant here on the site. Whether you're thinking about downsizing, dealing with an estate, or just trying to figure out where to start, I'm here to help guide you through it all. Can I ask, what brings you to the site today? Are you looking into this for yourself, or perhaps for a family member?
Yeah, so I'm actually looking for a family member.
That's really common, and you've come to the right place. Gordon specializes in making these transitions as smooth as possible for the whole family. To point you in the right direction, can I ask, is your family member looking to downsize from their current home? Or is this more of an estate situation, like settling a loved one's affairs?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, my loved one is going to have to downsize. We don't think the downsize is going to go that easily, and there's a lot of content in the house. So, I'm not sure where to even start with this. I know there's estate stuff. I don't know anything about estates. I think I'm the power of attorney or maybe the executor for the estate. I'm not sure what exactly I'm doing. But yeah, I'm just online, just trying to get information about downsizing. decluttering, and who can help and do all of that.
You're in exactly the right place, and honestly, what you're describing is the most common situation Gordon's handles every single day. Gordon's can handle everything under one roof: the downsizing, sorting through the home contents, auctions if needed, and even the real estate side. And if you end up being the executor, they have certified executor advisors too, so you're covered no matter which role you end up in. Can I ask whereabouts your family member is located? That'll help me confirm they're in Gordon's service area.
Awesome. Yeah, so they're in Toronto.
Toronto is right in the heart of Gordon's coverage area, so you're all set there. This really sums up what Gordon's is about. One team that handles everything from the decluttering and content liquidation all the way through to selling the home if needed. Would it be helpful to have someone from Gordon's reach out to you directly to talk through your specific situation?
Yeah, I think at some point it'll be helpful, but right now I'm really just an information gathering. There's a couple of other companies that I have on my list that I'm going to be talking to. So yeah, if there's anything else that you can tell me about Gordon's, like why should I use Gordon's over somebody else? I don't know how long they've been around, how trusting are they, etc. Anything that you can give me as a viewer, or somebody coming to the website that'll make me feel good knowing that when I do contact Gordon's, I'm making that right choice to reach out.
Totally fair. Do your research. That's the smart move. Let me pull up some info on what makes Gordon stand out. Gordon's has a three-generation family legacy behind them, so this isn't a new company trying to figure things out. They've been doing this for a long time with a deeply personal, judgment-free approach. What really sets them apart is that they bring licensed realtors, certified appraisers, and transition specialists all under one roof. So you're not juggling 5 different companies trying to coordinate everything yourself. And real families have shared their stories right here on the site. You can see what the experience was actually like for people in situations very similar to yours. Want me to show you the About Us page or any of those success stories?
Actually, Brian, I'm going to hold off on bouncing around. I'm going to go back to talking about the demo because I am doing the demo here. So for the Gordon team, if you guys are watching or anyone else watching on the demo, um, again, this AI web voice is just as an overlay. It's not actually in the back end of the website. But you are seeing the AI agent able to maneuver through the website and move to those pages. And they can actually go to different pages and bring up that information and display it to the viewer. I'm going to ask Brian in a second to explain what the benefits are of the web voice system and how it actually helps a visitor when they're coming to the website. The other thing that I want to make note is that I'm having a real conversation right now. These are large paragraphs that I'm talking about. My thought process could be a little discombobulated here and there. I do know what I'm talking about, but I'm trying to make it a little bit difficult for Brian to try to figure out who I am, where I am, what am I doing, am I actually qualified, am I a motivated buyer, et cetera, et cetera. So again, huge paragraphs of information that I'm talking about right now. Brian, I'm going to bring it back to you. Why don't you respond and jump in and give me some more information about what I'm talking about?
Thanks, Paul. Happy to jump in. What you're seeing here is exactly the power of a conversational AI agent on a website like Gordon's. Instead of a visitor landing on the homepage and trying to figure where to click, they have a guided conversation, and the AI is doing the work of qualifying them, understanding their situation, and actually navigating the site to show them the right content in real topic. In your case, within just a few exchanges, I already knew you were in Toronto, helping a family member downsize, dealing with a lot of home contents, and unsure about your executor role. That's incredibly valuable information for the Gordon's team before they ever pick up the phone. And rather than you reading through pages of text trying to find answers, I brought the relevant sections right to you. The other big thing is that returning visitor memory, when someone comes back to the site, the conversation left off which makes the experience feel personal rather than transactional. For a service as emotionally significant as downsizing or estate settlement, that trust-building piece is everything. Want me to keep going, or shall we dive back into your family member's situation?
Yeah, I'm going to pass on my family situation right now because I think it is important for business owners, Gordon's, and the team to recognize that, you know, you're able to converse with a unknown website visitor. You may get 100 visitors in a month. You may get 1,000 visitors in a month. You may get 10,000 visitors in a month. But up to now, typically the websites have either had a pop-up form, which we all hate, kind of forcing the individual to fill in information before they even built a level of trust or understanding. And then now where we are with AI and technology, this web voice feature really brings that personal piece, that transitional piece to the forefront, which is really cool. Bouncing around the website, that's cool too. Get into contact pages and get into contact forms. That's ultimately what the goal is. You want to try to get a qualified lead. But the way the AI agent is engaging with me and asking building questions to come up with the picture of who I am, to see if I'm actually qualified to be a lead for the Gordon's team. Um, on the back end, once you sign on with us, you will also be able to have access to these conversations so you can see what the individual is conversing about. Are they a hot lead that's going on? Are they
All
coming
right.
back and forth, et cetera, et cetera?
Left off. Toronto is fully covered. Have about Gordon's.
Yeah.
Or are you
All right. Now, hey, Brian. So this is probably my internet trying to manage the Zoom meeting, the AI, and the website, the internet. Once it's installed on the system, you're not going to have this type of glitching issue. So, Brian, did you get that whole conversation that I just had?
I got you loud and clear, Shay. And you're absolutely right. In a real-world deployment, the AI runs directly on the site without competing with a Zoom call, so the experience is much smoother. What else can I help you with today?
Awesome. Yeah, how about the contact form? Like, how would you go through this to converse with me, Paul, as a visitor, to qualify me and then get my lead information? What would that look like?
Great question. So in a real visitor conversation, I'd be asking you things like what's prompting the move, who's involved, what's the timeline, and where the property is located. All the qualifying questions that help the Gordon's team know exactly what they're walking into before they call. Once I sense you're ready to connect, I'd say something like, let me show you what that looks like right now. I'll pull up the contact form and we can walk through it together. So this pops up right in the chat. You just fill in your name, email, and phone, tap send, and the Gordon's team gets notified immediately with everything we already discussed about your situation. Simple, low pressure, and no need to hunt around the site for a contact page.
So we have a built-in pop-up contact form, as you can see right now at the bottom of the screen. You can also see the chat if you were to open that up. But we also have the contact form on the actual website itself. So depending whether Brian senses that now is a good time to gather that information, then the pop-up form will be there, and the visitor can actually tell it its name and phone number, etc. It will actually fill it out for them. Or you can actually get to the contact us page or the download page or whatever's happening on the website. The Brian will have access to it, right? So again, this is just for a demo, just to show you the power of it. I think it's fantastic. I think it's really cool. I think it's going to be very helpful for a lot of companies, especially organizations where there's multi levels of qualifications for people. Um, we spend a lot of money on getting people to come to the website. Up to now, the website's been very static, and now we have the technology to be able to put something much more interactive in front of the user. The other thing is this works great on mobile. So even on mobile, you're looking at your phone and you got the little hamburger menu and you're looking at little pictures and you're trying to read all that stuff. You can have this conversation with your mobile phone and it'll tell you everything and get you to all those areas. All right. So, Brian, just before I wrap up, any comments about what I just shared? Do you speak any other languages? Is there anything else that you want to tell the Gordon's team about what you do and the benefit of the service?
You nailed it, Paul. And yes, I can converse in multiple languages. So if a visitor speaks French, Spanish, Mandarin, or many others, I can meet them right where they are, which is huge for a diverse market like Toronto. And everything you said about mobile is spot on. A voice conversation on a phone is so much more natural than trying to pinch and zoom through a website looking for answers. The visitor just talks and I do the navigating for them. The bottom line for the Gordon's Tea team is this. Every visitor who lands on your site is a potential family in a really emotional, overwhelming moment. Right now, most of them leave without ever making contact. With a conversational agent like me running on the site, you're capturing those people, qualifying them, building trust and getting their details, all before a human ever picks up the phone. That means warmer leads, better prepared conversations, and more families actually getting the help they need from Gordon's.
Okay, so now I got more to say. I said we were going to shut down or close out the demo, but so I can see on the Gordon's website they have up at the top menu they got services, downsizers, executors, listings, resources, about, plus all the drop downs. So there's probably I don't know, probably 60 or 70 pages of the website. Again, that's a lot for a visitor coming to the website to try to navigate, especially if they don't know what position they are, right? One of the initial questions that Brian asked was, are you a family member? Are you looking for yourself? Are you an executor? These are qualifying questions so that the conversation goes that way. Again, if I were to ask right now, hey, Brian, I can see Gordon's does downsizing, executor services, listings. I think they're a real estate agent. Like that's a lot of services to go through. Are you telling me that Gordon's offers all of that service? Like how would that work for me, never having gone through something like this?
That's exactly the kind of question I love getting. Because yes, Gordon's really does handle all of it. And the reason that's so powerful is that you don't have to figure out which service you need first. That phrase right there says it all. Most families coming to Gordon's have never done this before. They don't know if they need a realtor, an appraiser, a mover, or an estate auction. And the answer is often all of the above. Gordon's has one team that assesses your specific situation and builds a single coordinated plan, so you're never left trying to stitch together 5 different companies on your own.
Let me test the system. I have no idea what Brian's going to say here, but Brian, if I'm looking at five other organizations that do, real estate, downsizing, I can see that Gordon's does a whole lot more, especially with estate sales, etc. But if I had five companies, how would you rank Gordon's to the competition?
Honestly, I can only speak to what Gordon's brings to the table. I don't have insight into their competitors, and I wouldn't want to guess. What I can tell you is what makes Gordon's genuinely hard to match. Barry Gordon has been a licensed realtor since 1978. He's a certified executor advisor, a certified appraiser, and the founder of MaxSold, one of Canada's leading online auction platforms. That depth of expertise under one roof, combined with a 3-generation family legacy and a 98% real estate sales success rate, is something very few organizations can put on the table. Most competitors do one or two of these things. Gordon's does all of it, coordinated by a single team with interim funding so you're not out of pocket until the house sells.
Hmm, that's really interesting. Okay, Brian, I'm going to wrap this up for the demo. Thank you very much for helping me out with this. Um, for the Gordon's team, I'm going to send this demo over to you. For everybody else watching this on our YouTube channel, by all means, enjoy all of our demos. If you have any questions, reach out to us. Of course, follow or subscribe, and love to talk to you. Any questions you have, just reach out to me. Brian, thanks for coming out.
Thanks, Paul. It was a pleasure. And for anyone on the Gordon's team watching this, what you've seen today is just a glimpse of what a conversational AI agent can do for your website visitors every single day, turning browsers into qualified leads and making sure no family in need ever leaves your site without getting the help they came for. Reach out anytime, and good luck, love.
All right, guys, there you have it. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.